Got a secret, can you keep it? Swear this one.
Last night was the mid-season finale for Pretty Little Liars. It was the finale of season 3A. A lot happened. This is a major spoiler warning. If you have not seen this episode and do not want spoilers, this is not where you should be right now. Come back after you watch the episode and then you'll be a little bit more filled in. Paige, as of now, is not A. And as far as we know, she has nothing to do with it. In fact, she was a target this episode, but not by the A team. She was a target of Nate St. Germain, aka Lyndon James. What we find out this episode is that Nate is a psychopath, obviously, who had been the stalker from True North, who had been absolutely in love with Maya. After he realized that there was no chance he could be with Maya, he decided to kill her and then come back and take revenge on his lost love on Emily. Along the line somewhere, Nate actually started to fall in love with Emily. Once Emily rejected him, he took it as when Maya was fooling around with him, and he decided to kill her. Before he killed her, he decided to make her pay by watching him murder Paige, who he had kidnapped earlier that day. Big deal this episode is that Caleb has been trying to carry around a gun. When Hannah found out that Caleb was carrying a gun, she got very upset and she made him put it in one of her drawers. This is when a lot of big things are happening. Toby's back! Toby, well, I don't know if I should be so excited. Toby has come back from his mysterious, I don't know how many episode long disappearance. He has been gone for a while. He's been gone so long I forgot he was gone. I love the song in the background. The 3D spinning camera was really intense. Him and Spencer are back at their place. Yeah, they own a house together now. Him and Spencer are back at Spencer's place, and they're on the chair where Toby had been cuddling her in the first season finale. The big line comes, which I missed the first 2 times I watched this. And he's like, "Are you sure?" And she's like, "Yes." Then they move this shindig onto the bed. So Spencer and Toby do it. He leaves. Then Toby says a line a lot of people have been taking into deep consideration, where he says, "I'm right where I need to be." Take note that he does not say, "I'm right where I want to be." He says, "I'm right where I need to be." While all this is happening, Ezra is hunched over a laptop eating some chocolate cake. This was not a big Ezra, Arya episode. The only big storyline they had was Maggie coming by. Maggie seems like a very, very nice person. The only thing that I'm getting a not so good vibe from is where she said, "You're not the only one with a secret, Amy." And when she said that, she sounded a lot like Jackie. So either Ezra has absolutely dreadful taste in women, or she's just very anxious about telling him that he has a son. So I guess this could go either way. But Emily is with Nate in some totally deserted location. His shoes are yellow, which means he must be a bad guy.
Yellow shoes. Yellow shoes.
And then she must scroll through Maya's pictures and she finds yellow shoes in the picture, which is startling to her. She withholds the worried face for quite a bit, a surprising amount of time for this chick. And Emily runs through the forest for a while until Nate pops out of nowhere like he's the Slender Man. Nate officially killed Maya. There we have it, all settled. Nate is Maya's killer. Caleb overhears the girls talking about how this was probably a distraction from what's really happening. He goes to see what's happening with Emily, and the girls follow like super slow. The girls are taking their time on this one. Caleb's like zooming to Emily. Nate hears the girls going in, so he goes to the door. While Nate's at the door, Emily runs for her life, and she ends up in a lighthouse. So while she's calling 911, Nate comes in, stomps on the phone, and he's a knife with him, by the way. And they're wrestling, and he drops the knife, and Emily grabs the knife, and they wrestle for a little bit longer than necessary, and then Emily stabs him in the stomach. Caleb comes up and sees, and he puts the gun down. This is where a lot of confusion had come in for a lot of people, apparently. Nate gets up with his dying breath to grab the gun and shoot Caleb. Emily did not shoot Caleb. Emily is not the other betrayer, as many people have been thinking. No. The sobbing Hannah picture, which everyone had been seeing, had been released a while ago. That is when she sees Caleb being put into the ambulance, and then Emily, who's being questioned, she goes over hugs Hannah. Paige and Spencer have a little moment with their eyes. And then Arya doesn't really know what to do. While they're at the hospital, they get a call.
Emily, I owe you one.
And then Garrett walks in and he smiles and like, oh my god, it must be Garrett. I don't know who that voice was supposed to be. If you know, tell me because I'm not sure. The big moment. The moment of the episode. The thing that everything has been leading up to for this entire season and beyond. Mona, who had escaped from Radley, is talking to someone in a hoodie who was obviously part of the A-team. They're discussing their plans and then she says, I'll see you soon. And then they turn around and it is Toby Cavanaugh. Toby is part of the A-team. I love the shot they use of Toby's face because it is totally evil season 1A Toby Cavanaugh. After that, he jogs away and the episode ends. After the initial freakout of the whole, oh my god, Toby's evil, no! Everyone's like, wait a minute. What if Toby had joined the A-team to get an inside hand on helping Spencer and the girls? Everyone's like, yeah, that's a legit thing, like, go Toby. And then, of course, Marlene King does an interview. Let me find the exact wording of this question because I think the wording could have some double meanings because I don't know if it was supposed to be an obvious thing or if she's just trying to set the record straight or if she's trying to troll us. On an interview, she was asked, on the chances that Toby still has good intentions and is somehow working undercover for the A-team, she responded no. Now a lot of people are like, oh, this is the final nail in the Spoby coffin. I don't know what to think because part of me is like, no, Toby has to be a good guy. And then the other part's like, he did have a lot to go by. You know, he did have a lot to want revenge for. For Toby to do all that he's done and still be a legitimate member of the A-team, he would have to be pure, cold, heartless evil. There's no other way to describe that. I'm excited to see how things turn out in the Halloween episode. I hope you are as well. Leave me your opinions in the comments, and that's it.
'Cause two can keep a secret.